Yo, huddle up, huddle up,
Huddle
huddle
up,
up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up.
Huddle up.
We got episode 35 of the Ravens Huddle. We back again, man. You got your boy Mike.
Got your boy Rich.
Isaiah in the back. Huddle up, huddle up.
Huddle up
indeed,
with us,
baby.
man. We appreciate y'all tapping inwardly. Y'all showing support through the off season. So that's very well, I mean, I appreciate it, and we show much gratitude to you guys. Thank you.
Hey, man.
Absolutely.
Hitting that like button. Keep hitting it.
Oh yeah, hit the like button, share it, man. If you ain't been sharing it, share it. Comment as you've been commenting. Keep commenting. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, so this week, man, a few birthdays. We're gonna give out some birthday shouts. Start up early. Salute Roquan Smith.
Salute Roquan.
Man in the middle.
Big
you know,
dog.
you know what I mean?
Roquan. Roqueezy.
Yeah, man, get another big dude right in the middle to help him out, you know, to make sure he able to, you know, right in the front in the middle so you make sure he can peek around them corners.
Yeah.
That's, you know, just get to him. But yeah, salute to him. You know, we last year we had like with him, but Roquan's still a really good player.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Every year is not gonna be the greatest year, but he still was he first team?
Once they got the defense shaped
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
he
was
came
the first
around.
team. Yeah,
He actually
was
came
definitely
around a
balling.
little
And
bit.
our
They-
rushing,
had that little
our
hammy
rushing
thing last
defense
year.
wasn't bad. It
And
was
they,
the pass
I don't know.
defense.
Yeah.
They saying he's gonna be back this year, but Trent Simpson, they changed that up last year. That was a little change as well. We was mixing up the board. And,
He was young. He's still
my
young,
boy.
man. You know, so you
Yeah.
know, hopefully, you know, sometimes everybody not gonna come out.
He gonna be back next year. We gonna see what
we
you
seen
do,
the
man.
flashes, but maybe you know that little sit down. There was some veterans ahead
That
of
play
him.
he made against Mahomes, Trent
yeah.
Simpson,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
a
yeah,
that was a
yeah.
play.
Yeah.
You
I
got
feel
the
like he
you
gonna
got
get
the
the
talent.
talent, yeah.
You
I
just
feel
gotta get
Be
confident.
our coverage linebacker once he really get.
Yeah, you just gotta get confident.
He's fast, though.
Yeah, he fast and smaller than your average linebacker, so he should definitely be able to be that inside coverage guy that we need to stop them tight end slants and all that stuff that was just getting crazy on us last year.
Yeah.
Then you got a couple birthdays from the top
Up to
coming
upper
down.
management.
The upperest of upper management.
Yeah, the top dogs.
The leader
And then
of front office.
Their birthday the same day?
The same day.
That's crazy.
Steve Ashadi and Eric DeCosta, yo.
Dang.
The
Shout out to
same
guys,
I did not know
day,
that.
yo.
What? a
Yeah,
little
because I saw it on the
nugget
Ravens
that
Instagram and I was
That's wild.
confused. I'm like, wait, both their birthdays today?
That's
That's why they best buds,
locked
bro.
in,
They think
yo.
exactly the
They
same,
locked
yo.
clearly. They in unison too, man, and I like the separation of duties. They are my man Bashadi allow him to do his thing.
Yeah.
And I just bring the money in there. I own this joint. Y'all figure it out.
Man,
on the
but
football
Shotty
field.
got so much chicken now, man.
Man, you
That's
see him
why he alluded
every
to
time
that
I
joke
see them,
with, Harbs.
them
Like,
veneers
there's no
when he
way.
be laughing. I be like, oh, he got that serious chicken,
Bro,
that real
I
chicken.
told you I was in club level at an event one time, yo. Like one of the suites for an event.
Yeah, the sweet level is
I
different
told
than
you,
club level. People
Bashadi came
don't
out
know
like,
that. Yeah,
but
sweet life
Shotty
different.
came out like Bruce Wayne, yo. He came out, he had like the meanest trench on, bro. Just came out with the hands in the pocket and walked
large
away,
money,
yo.
bro. Big, that's large money.
Yo, matter of fact, it was funny. Shout out Brandon in the comments, yo. He's like, Ed Reed used to be looking down at the stadium like Sting.
Yeah,
yo.
like Sting.
That's definitely Steve Bashadi at the Ravens game.
He was definitely Crow Sting for like mad years, yo. Like
He just have his hands in his
Watching
pockets,
from the
don't say
suite,
nothing, yo. He just
dog,
loved the game
yo.
that much. He loved the game that
and
much.
it's mad salute to everybody because nobody really bothered him like that, yo.
Yo.
Unless he happened to come down or something, kind of just let him be, yo.
Because
Like,
it was like, it showed a lot about his humility and his character because this was like, people not realizing this was Ultra Instinct Ed Reed. This was like when it was like him, Palomalu, they the best in the league right now. Like he just did something
we're
egregious.
talking about best defensive player in the league.
He
So
just,
not
he
even
just,
safety.
safety.
Yeah, he
defense.
just caught a pick and broke it 80 yards back for a touchdown.
99
Bro.
took one.
Like,
He used to
99.
have mad tutties,
Top
bro.
5 player.
I think 105 actually is his longest, something like that. He
Yeah.
took it from the back of the end zone
And
against
then
the
you
Eagles.
remember that
Like
one year he
109
really
did
went
something.
Ultra Instinct.
109
We had him
something
returning
crazy.
punts.
You can't
We
go
had him
any
doing
further.
everything, bro.
Get it off.
He started just yo. It was like he's
And
so
he used
nice,
to
yo,
light
like,
people
let
up
him
on
use-
the punt return.
Yeah.
Bro.
Absolutely
Nah,
demolished
he was
people.
crazy, yo.
Nah,
He
the
was a
one.
That's why he got the
nut.
neck
And
injury.
Hines Wood, I'm
respectfully, yo. Like,
still
that's
on you,
a lot,
bro.
yo.
I'm still on you, Hines Wood, for that blindside
Oh,
block
yeah.
on that
That
special
might be the
teams
reason.
play when you smacked Ed Reed.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
gotta
like
be one
that.
of them.
But Ed was better than you. I don't care. You a Hall of Famer, he a Hall of Famer. But Ed was
Oh, that's
one of the
different
greatest
level.
at that position of all
That's a
time.
different
Hines was gritty though, man. Hines is a gritty receiver.
He was a Steelers
I did
type.
not
Because
like
he
that
was a
guy,
husky
bro.
receiver, pause.
Yeah,
low-key,
'cause
he
like,
wasn't
was
fast.
kind of
Wasn't
fast,
fast
yo.
at all.
He
Yeah, he
kinda
wasn't
chubby.
fast. He just knew how to do.
Come and block
And he was
somebody
physical.
aggressive.
That was when you could be a little
He
more
was damn
physical.
near tight end, yo.
Yeah,
He
For sure.
He was like
he had that
tight end.
Debo Samuel build, but wasn't fast. You feel me? Like just slamming people. Like dang, bro.
But that's
Bro
why
just
he was
ate 2 McGriddles
destroying
before the game.
linebackers across the middle. You know, he just
You
killing
low-key,
people.
if you was like a in traffic receiver at that time in football, you had to be. You had to be slightly husky.
Them dudes that
Deshaun
route run.
Jackson and them wasn't running those slants and stuff like that, bro. They'd kill
It's
that
like,
man,
yo,
bro.
it be them dudes be like, how is he getting open?
You remember that? You remember that one game when I hate to go off the Ravens, but in that era, yo, when Reggie Bush caught that toss, yo, somebody ate him up.
It was
yo.
the Eagles game.
Eagles game.
I used to remember.
Ate
I can't think of
him
the dude's name right now.
alive, yo.
He thought he
Anyway,
was
yeah.
about to get shaken. But
Nah, he didn't get
It's
the
NFL,
shaking
though.
bait because they used to hit people back then.
But salute to the birthdays for EDC and Bashadi,
It's a
man.
Big,
Yes, sir.
it's
Upper
the big week. The
management
big
day.
week is coming up soon, man. For both
Draft
of them.
day.
You know, Bashadi was talking about he loved this time. It's like shopping for stuff without using your money. They give you a check to go to the draft. Yeah, I mean, and spend
Yeah.
that paper. So and EDC, it's a big year. You just gotta plug in or strengthen some play, like the line play, looking at, guy from Ohio State.
Defensive side or
no,
the
the offensive line,
side?
yeah.
Okay.
To try to get that depth and to prepare potentially for,
Stanley.
Yeah.
It's coming.
getting
I
up
mean,
there,
it's
yeah,
evident.
yeah.
That's
linemen will
something
retire
we
on
gotta
you
find it.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere. They're like,
We gotta
I've
find
had
it.
enough,
Or
So
he
you
just
got-
wake
you
up and his knee hurt. Like, yo,
Yeah, I mean,
He had
that's
a lot of injuries.
weight, yo.
He had catastrophic injuries.
Yeah.
And he going up against the best D lineman every goddamn week, So they looking at that. They're looking at a lot of different positions and things of that nature. But actually, it's great because it's gonna segue right into. I sent it. They looking at the kid Ryan Fitzgerald from Florida State.
I saw
don't know if
that.
y'all paid
That
attention.
kicker.
I remember I hit y'all up one time when
Yeah,
I
I was
think it was the
watching.
Miami game.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Miami kicker kicked it for like 57. I think he kicked it for like 50. I think that was the game when he kicked it.
Listen,
He's
man.
crazy, yo. He was 100%
I mean,
last year.
What's going to
yo.
happen is we get into that training camp and he start booting 65 yarders at the training camp. We're gonna be like, hey, who was that?
And I was talking to Dad
He was
about it,
90%
yo.
the year
He looking
before.
all right.
I was talking
Who's
to Dad
that?
about it, and I allegedly,
Tuck.
if any of this stuff is true with Tuck, he's never playing Ravens
I'm
football
gonna say
ever
even
again,
if
bro.
not, this is interesting.
Yeah.
This
Bro,
is
this
very
is the-
interesting
they
to
said-
look
yeah,
at.
Never playing again, yo. Like it's like, bro, because you got
Say if that stuff gets wiped completely out, that is erased. How his performance was last year,
yeah, it's not worth it.
and if this kid come in,
Yes.
it's gonna be just like when he came in.
Yeah, yo.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, risk
It's been a
versus
long time,
reward,
man.
bro.
It's been a very
Risk
long
versus
time. I love the
reward.
kid.
Yeah, you had a great
I love what you
season.
did for us. I'm hoping these
I'm praying they
allegations
not,
is
yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing,
I'm
but
We don't
They
want
not,
that to
yo.
be the case. All I know is
But if he was doing that, yo, you canceled. I don't like you.
either
yo. I
way,
don't like
if
your
that
kind
young
if
boy
you do
come
that.
in here and he's slapping that joint,
Yeah.
all I know is
get out of here, bro.
Matt Murdock got to run up on him, yo, and get the real case, yo.
I said this is the wrong year for the Ravens to have all these fourth and beyond round picks, yo. They could just. It's nothing to just
Rack
put
up
it
on kickers,
on a
bro.
nice kicker, yo.
Yeah, we gonna get two
No,
kickers
it
just
ain't
in case.
on kickers.
Nah, we
this is
won't
the
do
dude
multiple.
in college
But we'll
last
get
year.
that guy.
It's the dude in college. They got
We'll
too
try to
many
get him.
fourths
Yo.
and stuff. Like, bro, they gonna toss one of them picks out.
It was sad, but y'all
Because
remember-
honestly, my fault. Like when you start to get later, as we all know, like you just kind of see if you can get somebody that can get on that field at least for depth purposes.
You want to pick up the
Yo,
best for your team.
an excellent kicker at let's say the fourth round is worth way more than a random potential linebacker. He's
Yeah.
putting points on the board. He's winning and losing games sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like that's
happened to us
worth
last
it.
year.
And
If
we
he's
had
true-
several games we lost by field
That's what I'm
goals
saying.
last year, buddy.
That 6 point. What was the one? The Steelers game.
Disgusting, bro.
I think the Eagles game they lost by 7.
Bro,
Seven.
he was in
and
the
it was
cold.
he
He
missed
had
7 points.
two,
Two
three field goals. Oh, two and an
extra
extra point.
point.
Nasty.
Come on, man. It was
The
changed.
extra point was especially egregious, though. It's like, bro,
No, the two. All of it was nasty.
All of it was
Tuck
nasty.
that's layup
Tuck was
line though
wilding.
for them, though. That's like really
Tuck
the
was
layup
wilding.
line, yo.
And now we got these young boys coming up.
saying,
Like
they-
you said,
these
they
boys be
them,
booting
they
it too,
slapping.
yo. I
And
think
he was in college, so that just means he gonna work out. He gonna be better.
He was 5 for 5 from 50 plus, yo. I'm just saying, yo. The only thing we got to realize is, he ain't been in the cold like that because, he's at Florida State. But kickers, man, once
Playing
they
in
get
the
Lamar
ACC.
wasn't in the cold like that either. And now
Nah, he
he
played in
he's a
Louisville.
kicker, though.
Yeah, he
He's
did.
in Louisville.
He
Yeah,
played in
Louisville get a
Louisville
little
for a
weird.
second.
I've been in Louisville literally when a blizzard happened, so I know for a fact.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
The
it's
one
the
time I've
Midwest-ish.
been, it was icy. I almost thought the flight was going to get canceled, but it's a sidebar. But yeah, Yeah, he'll get right. He come to Baltimore, get him a crab cake.
get it done.
Yo. Get him 2 crab cakes, man. We need him
need you
for
to
at
kick,
least
brother.
a decade, yo. At least a
That's it.
decade.
Jumbo
During
crab
Lamar's
cake
whole
to get
run,
it
a
done.
decade, 12 years, however long Lamar want to play, you never know. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm
Marvelous.
saying? But yeah, so
No
that
one make people sick, yo, if Lamar's like LeBron and he's playing like when he like 40, yo, and he's still consistently great,
consistent.
yo.
If he's still
They gonna-
balling at that point, he ain't gonna be running like that. He ain't gonna be running
Nah,
like
but
he
see,
was.
all he had to do is just be
Yo,
elusive.
But if
Step-
he understands
step
pocket
back.
presence, it's over.
Yeah,
'Cause he's always gonna be
amazing
athletic,
like Tom Brady
to some
pocket,
degree, yo.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers
Touche.
pocket presence, and then the laser rocket short passes.
You don't lose speed. Like I mean, it'll decrease, but it
you're,
won't be that
know,
when
awareness.
you're,
detrimental.
when you're a
like that.
super athlete and you coming down,
He's
you
fast
come
too,
down to
man.
being a solid
we don't
athlete,
know
yo, like,
because he didn't run the 40
not officially. He never
officially
ran
during
the 40.
that, so we don't really know like how fast this kid is. This kid is ridiculous,
Nah,
man.
he's great.
Yeah.
Because when he took off against the Texans, I hate to break
yeah.
into it, but when he took off against the Texans, I swear he was running 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
yo.
he
It seemed like he was.
It wasn't like the year
cheetah.
before. Remember, he was a little heavy.
Yeah,
a few
but he
times he
lost
got
that
caught
weight.
with-
Heavy
Nah,
Lamar
he
wasn't
came
as-
back.
When
yeah.
he came back this season and said he lost that weight, I was looking at him. I was
He
nervous
was
at
nervous
first.
because we didn't want him. Yeah,
But it
man.
worked.
It worked. Yo.
He had his best season he probably could have ever had.
Because we
damn
was
near.
like, dang, the year before he didn't get hurt at all. Maybe you do the extra weight, the strength.
Yeah.
So everybody was a little nervous
like, oh,
because
if
he
they
came
hit
back
him.
slim. We was
Yeah.
like rookie year
it's like
slim.
you can't hit him.
Lamar's in the anomaly though, because
That's the
he's
problem,
so
dog.
shifty. But like, yo, if he didn't choose football, he probably could have ran track, bro. I could see him
Probably.
running like the 8, like smoking people, or the
8,
4.
nah, Lamar like a 400,
4.
200 meter.
I can
runner,
see him
so
going
maybe
on
100.
the
I
4.
don't know,
The
maybe
2 or the
100.
4, he would go crazy, bro.
Lamar. He's from Florida, yo. They turned them
He don't
runners out
even
too.
looking like
Yeah.
he's trying sometimes. When
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when he took off with the Texans,
Easy.
it did not
Yeah,
look like
nah.
he was trying. though.
It was like little kids out there. That's what it looked like, yo. This is
Yeah.
exactly what it looked like.
Exactly.
It's still like, yo, I said
You
it.
know when we saw it actually? Again, to deep dive even further into this. When you sent us that soccer clip when he was overseas
yeah.
and he was dodging them kids.
Yeah, yo.
It was different. Yo, he was moving at an elusive level. I was like, hold on.
It was like 30 kids. They couldn't catch
How are you
him.
dodging all these
touch him,
kids?
yo.
He was doing his ultra instinct out there with them kids.
And, you know, kids got the agility.
Yeah.
They might not have a straight line yet, but they got their little.
Yeah, that's definitely Goku, yo.
Perfect segue that to mention LeBron though, because I was definitely about to talk about LeBron had mentioned. He was like, I told y'all before, because I remember he did it, you know, the King thing. He was like, yo, Derrick Henry, because they was talking about, you know, Derrick Henry being ready, you know, them hills and stuff. He was like, yeah, and because Derrick Henry was at the Lakers game.
Yeah.
When they played in Dallas, Lucas game going back, he was like, I told y'all whatever. I think that was the game. He was like, I told you, Derrick Henry, my favorite player in the league, yo. You know, he called him King Henry. He said, King Henry, my favorite player in the league.
I wanna
That's mad
ask
respect, yo, from somebody who called him something to make sure he said, King Henry, yo.
This is in the realm because I seen my man King Henry working out again this week. How much have y'all ever tried to do, if you've ever done it, with the dumbbell like weighted lunge? Single
I've
leg
done
kind of
it. Yeah,
lunge.
yeah,
how
yeah.
how much weight you used on that? How
Nothing
much?
egregious.
Nothing egregious.
Around like the 25.
Yeah,
It's like
30,
a
30, I think 30, 35,
maybe
yeah.
35.
35 is
You
like
ain't
when I was
doing
in
too
high
much.
school.
Well, he had
like,
some-
My dog
70s.
had 2 120s.
Yo.
Oh God. I couldn't believe it.
That's
My
why-
leg would blow up, literally.
Yeah,
My knee would
that knee
explode.
would- yeah.
Nah, that's
My
why
whole
that
knee would
corner-
explode.
That's why that corner got hurt. You remember it was a corner
Joint
on
would dislodge, yo.
Yeah, my whole knee would be like, what is this? Malfunction. Like, I got to just stop. Like,
Bro, that's why he hurts people when they get clean tackles. on
and that's
them,
why
bro.
Harrison got to watch your mouth,
Oh, yeah.
brother. He is leg squatting.
Yo, that was
120-pound dumbbells,
Yeah.
yo.
Nah, that's wild. Yo.
That's OD. Lunge. Lunging with it.
Yeah.
Lunging with 2 120s?
Yeah, he gonna hit him with the
What-
Kevin
I don't know
Hart,
if it was. I had to look at it. I was like, is this AI, yo? I don't think, is this real? Like, that seems ridiculous.
Yeah, yo, too strong.
That's
bro.
too
Yo,
strong.
holding Monster New Way in both arms.
Yeah, you holding grown boxers and in both arms and you lunging with them.
Yeah, Derrick Henry gonna run down on Harrison like on the 40-year-old virgin when he was like, "Watch your mouth."
You got Lomachenko.
Yo,
on both
I gotta look up
arms.
and make sure that wasn't AI. Quote me, hit me in the comments
It's probably real. Yo.
if it was. That was so
No
OD.
different,
I
yo.
was like, I looked at my
he
40
really
pound
like that, bro.
dumbbells I had, and I was like, I struggle with these a
even
little
with
bit.
like, yo, people don't realize like with this joint they sent, like, yo, running hills is hard. He was on a steep hill.
It didn't
running
even look like he
fast,
was
bro.
running a hill. hill. It looked like he was just running.
was just running, yo. Like, yo, you know how strong guy.
I used to
do
run
that?
hills, yo.
Yes,
Train for
I know.
that track,
Hills is the hardest
joint-
workout you could do.
And that
It
joint
is.
was
It
looking like
really-
the Owens Mills
it's the realest
incline.
workout.
Hills is
Crazy
the
hill.
hardest workout
That's
you
why
could
the
do.
legendary salute Walter Payton, yo. He was known for them hot summer hills, yo. That's how he was so great for so long.
Cause it's like running with a weight vest
it's
on
the truth,
against
yo.
gravity.
It's the truth.
Are literally
yo.
running downhill at that point.
Unevenness in it, so it's working out all your muscles and your legs.
You feel like you're running downhill now when you're running anywhere else. So,
Derrick Henry
man.
about to hurt some of you fools. DBs don't try to tackle him alone, yo.
LeBron
Swarm.
LeBron respected
legs.
too because LeBron, like, yo, his longevity gonna be for running backs to like he believed like kind of like his for the running back position.
Oh yeah.
He like
I think we got a strong 2 more of production.
high
Like,
level production.
Yeah.
I think Henry could run to you in his late 30s. Just be like we keep saying, like goal line.
My man.
If he can give you 500 yards, 500 to 600 yards, and primarily be goal line at like 37, that's excellent, yo.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Key
He
plays,
gonna lead the league in
put a joint
touchdowns,
in.
bro, just from goal line to
You had to lead back in front of him, but you sub him in here and there, yo. Like
low key with
can
him,
do
you
it,
don't
yo.
even need the tush push, yo. If you do the right package and the lineman just block.
You know, as long as they keep him and Project Pat together.
Oh
Project
man.
Pat's
keep them together.
And
with
we
the
already
chemistry
locked
getting
Project.
better, yo.
We already locked Project Pata up, so he's good.
Yeah.
Pat be like, yo,
And
sometimes
shout out Pat Ricard again for saying he would never go to them, yo.
I love
yeah.
that.
Malik
I loved
Nonsense
hearing that.
and,
yo.
yeah, he didn't say officially, but we knew what he was talking
We
about.
know
'Cause,
exactly
they been trying to
who he
poach
was talking
everybody,
about,
yo. They been
nasty
let me
moves.
get that player. Let me get that.
They took
Like,
all them.
the
Deshaun
Browns was
Elliott.
almost was it the
Deshaun
Browns
Elliott
supposed
was
to beat us
talking
last year?
crazy to us last year.
Yeah,
That's why I'm happy we stomped y'all like in the playoffs and that last game. That was beautiful.
all we
to
said
see.
was Lamar. He just got to get more games against them.
You said that.
Consistently.
That was
I never
specifically
believed that.
Zachadamas, yo.
I never ever believed that Lamar he can't figure the Steelers out. No, he's been either hurt, so he only play them
I didn't
once,
even peep
or
that.
the season's over. I
That was
said,
a
yo,
great
he
point.
played 2-3 games. It's over, yo.
Yeah.
It was easy by the end of the year.
Played him once
It was
and then
easy by
stomped
the
him
end of the year.
twice.
Nah, we definitely like how Marcus Williams' season was. They was rotisserie chicken that last game. It was like, bro, it's nothing you could do. And y'all was
The
talking
playoffs
crazy
nasty,
in the comments that first week loss when Justin Tucker lost the game, bro.
Oh yeah, that was nasty. And Lamar had to come back almost.
Yeah.
We almost
They
won.
that
It was a
game.
toe tap away from coming back.
We was
and
on the
winning that
roof
game.
deck at the bank, yo. We was sad, yo.
Wasn't it what I think likely caught it, but he was out of bounds,
Yeah,
right? At the
that was
very
the first
end of the
game.
game.
That
So
Chiefs
yeah,
joint.
that's
We was
agreed.
here.
That was the
It's
first
like-
game of the year.
That was the
yeah.
very first game of the
Oh,
year.
wow.
No,
I'm sure.
the Steelers one
thought that was
joint
the
was
first Steelers joint.
they got the crazy interception. Lamar dropped the dime and they just ripped it out of why can't I think of his name right now? 43. Why can't I think of his name right now?
Justice Hill.
Justice Hill's hand, yo.
Okay.
And then Lamar get down there, and then they ran the play. It didn't make any sense the play they ran. They left Lamar by himself, yo. When they could have just
We always
tight
had a
end. It was
chance.
just weird, yo.
We always had a chance this season.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
never like we got stomped on.
Then it was the
We've
fumble.
always
Stop
had a
playing,
They
yo.
ran that extra play before the half for no reason, and it was the fumble by Likely, and then they wound up getting the field goal. Like just
Patrick
stupid
Queen
stuff.
gassed up,
Yeah.
feeling himself because he
Yeah.
got that fumble
Yeah,
strip.
but he caught a stiff
caught
one.
work in that playoff game. And apparently he was sick. Had the flu.
Oh man,
that bird
Yeah, I
flu.
know you was sick. yeah, the only people who wasn't sick was the Ravens fans in the building.
Food too much.
I was so happy. I thought about
Yeah, he
moving
was
my
sauerkraut
tickets.
sandwiches over
Sauerkraut,
top
hot
of
dogs.
pastrami and oval rye,
all
nigga.
he eat is Polish hot
mustard.
dogs. with-
Somebody
with
inquired
sauerkraut.
about our
Disrespectful
tickets
to y'all
for
cuisine.
that playoff game. I thought about it, and then I'm just so happy I went, yo, just to see them. Because first of all, I ain't gonna lie, we put the tag up there because we really were not trying to go. You know? But, you know, everything got kind of a price when it comes to stuff like that stuff like that. But it was like, nah, yo, we gotta go to the game, yo. It's so pumped, yo, because you know people be worried. Oh, it's gonna be so many. That was the one game where, yo, as far as like when it's Ravens Steelers, because people was worried, yo, Ravens fans is completely in the building.
Yeah, man.
Of course,
Well,
you
I
want to see
mean,
a
that's
few
what
sample
happened when
towers,
you
but
nice. People
it
don't
was
sell the tickets
flooded
when you
out, yo.
nice.
It had to be close to like 75-25 or 80-20. It was.
It felt a lot better than normal.
It felt better than the regular
Because
season
you always
game
feel
was
like
there,
that
yeah.
50-50, like sometimes damn near
60-40,
Steelers
whatever,
be,
yeah.
they be deep,
yo.
Like,
Oh, yeah, they got
like,
it.
it'll be a
But
bit
they-
little
they
deep.
also
man.
are
God
like-
damn, it's a lot of towels in here.
You could argue that outside of like
A lot of towels got stolen.
the
that
Cowboys,
game.
like
Thrown on the ground,
yo,
stomped
I
on.
think the Steelers got like one of the biggest fan bases period
Yeah.
across the country.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
terrible towels.
it's like right behind the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Them terrible towels, yo, they be traveling.
Yeah, they be traveling. It was a lot of dirty ones on the ground though. After that,
Oh, yeah.
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 Felt good too.
Yeah, absolutely. And Russell Wilson had to go, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, big Giants now.
It's gonna be interesting.
What
The
did
greatest
Did
prayer
Darby
warrior.
smack
Honest-
him? Did Darby smack him that one game? Was it Russell Wilson that got rocked?
No,
by Darby?
no. The fumble. No. Ardarius.
Oh, Ardarius Washington
The
smacked
big
Russell
play.
Give it to
Wilson.
Ardarius.
That was a.
Ardarius.
We got to
My
sign
bad, I'm
Ardarius
tripping.
this
My
year.
bad.
I know we
Ardarius,
got
I
him
want
as a
you back,
restricted
bro.
free
He
agent
gonna
right
be back,
now.
yo. He's gonna
We
be back.
got to sign that
He's gonna be
man.
back.
Yo.
He's gonna be back.
That
He
was
is
beautiful.
The piece.
I think they're
we
trying to
need.
draft
Yeah,
another
aggressive
safety,
hitter,
have
bro.
multiple safeties, and let him play his role, man. Like
Them
he been
goal
playing,
line
That's-
tackles, bro. Really rocking somebody.
Still, my favorite. The fumble was OD hard.
Russell Wilson
But that
just broke one feeling himself. And
that
then
Texans joint.
That next
oh,
week.
that one was a great one.
Oh
The very
my!
next
to
week,
stop
yeah.
the
Goal line.
touchdown on the goal line.
On fourth down against a guy who was talking big
After
trash
the terrible
before
call.
the game.
Yeah.
Mixon was going
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
on us
yeah,
that
yeah.
game. I
But
forgot who he got it
that-
into it with. It was one of our wide receivers, but man, you caught wreck from Ardarius Washington. He's probably about half your size.
Yeah, yo.
Hit him with that, not like these.
Not like this. It's
Not
the heart,
like
yo.
this.
That's what it showed. That heart.
I love that kid. Don't let him go to the
Heart and
Steelers.
technique.
Ardarius a monster.
Do
Heart and
not
technique.
let that kid go to the Steelers, man. I need him on the Raiders,
Please.
man.
Yo, we don't want to root against him, yo.
Nah,
we
he
don't want to be
definitely-
saying, yo, you're going to have to meet Derrick Henry head. We don't want to do that, yo.
We
Come on.
already let my
He gonna be
man
back,
go
though.
to the Commanders. I didn't like that.
the
What was my
Commandos,
dog? The safety we had, Geno Stone. We let him, the pick master, go.
no,
No, he was
the
in the
Bengals.
Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals. I'm sorry, Bengals. My bad.
Yeah,
The Bengals. So I don't let Ardarius go to you. I need Ardarius.
Please.
Bill Belichick, yo, he said that he had to admit it, yo.
I seen the
He said,
headline.
yo, I regret not taking Lamar, yo, because
Hey,
he know
yeah.
he would have still had his job.
He would have
still
still
be
been
waiting.
coaching until he was
Nah, I
98
ain't
years
gonna lie.
old.
I
yo.
ain't
Yes.
gonna lie. Belichick would have had a ring.
16 championships.
If Belichick could have acquired a defense like we have in Lamar Jackson and decent
He's
running back,
so-
he'd have won a ring.
Yo, not to be like on some ignorant stuff, but usually an athlete with his kind of skill set is not the easiest to deal with. Lamar Jackson is a
Personnel
gift
guy, yo,
to
he
God,
love
but for a guy like he has no problem.
He's just a good dude.
Oh, Belichick would
Put
be
his
going
head
crazy
down.
with
That's
him.
why
You
I
know
don't-
that.
That's why I don't like when people
He's
hate on him.
sick
'cause,
about it.
Belichick is sick. You
sick.
know he's sick.
Because he was even trying to get into that pocket because he had to take Cam after a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, see, oh,
That
man.
Cam
you know,
pictures
he
is
now he like, man, I'm at UNC. He loses sleep, yo.
Yeah.
He loses sleep over that. That hurt, yo. Like Lamar was there, yo. A
Got a
lot of
young
GMs are
joint.
sick.
He
My
got
man Belichick would have
his
still
whole
been
life
in New
came
Hampshire
crashing
riding
down. He
around
probably
bumping
would have
that
still
old
been married to
Gucci.
I'd
his
have
wife.
had to move, yo.
He done married a young joint, and then he had to go to college with her. Essentially, there's a lot going on. He ruined his whole life.
Yeah.
He could have. His whole trajectory would have been different if that would have happened. Yo, he might be an owner right now.
Yeah,
He was trying to be like
ownership with him and Robert Kraft.
he was trying to be like Red Auerbach, yo. That's what he was trying to do, yo. He was trying to just be there forever, yo. In the wings, just say, hey man, I'd be up in the front office at like 85 years
And then
old.
he thought either Jimmy Garoppolo or one of them ones was going to be the replacement for Thomas, yo. But nobody can replace the great.
Nah,
Tom
it was like
Brady.
you see the Jimmy or me. Tommy said that, yo. Tommy got Jimmy.
Oh man, that was
Yeah.
mad funny, yo. Jimmy ain't done nothing.
Tommy, no, he made the Super Bowl though, yo. And if he don't overthrow the pass, they beat Patrick
Touche.
Mahomes.
Touche.
He blew it. The receiver, I don't want to. That's 49ers talk, but he wide open, yo. But anyway, yeah, Bill Belichick, you know, it's a lot of GMs that's sick, but I'm pretty sure he's the coaches and GMs, but he the sick. He really was like, yo, I could have retired in New England.
Yeah.
Lived, never had
I
none
told
of
you,
that
if
stuff.
if
yo.
Lamar went up there, he would have
And
been.
you know he mad because like my bad real quick. You know how like when Kobe and Shaq was having their thing when they split up, but who gonna get more championships? And then Kobe finally ended up. You know Shaq made the Kobe tell me how my taste you feel, which was wild egregious. But you know when Tommy got his, you know Bill was like, man, I could have passed him, yo.
He would have
I could have had
surpassed
at
him.
least 3 more, yo. Or
Yeah.
more,
Super
yo.
past him, though.
So
And Lamar would have been the one to loosen Belichick up all the way where he would have been. I told you he would have been bumping that Gucci. That
He'd have been acting how he is now,
riding on
while
the
still being the coach
like
behind him.
He would have been having a great time because he would have just went from 2 generational quarterbacks
Yeah.
back to back.
Generational
He's sick now.
talent back
He
to
is
back
now.
would
I
have been
keep
crazy.
reflecting on the fact that how old is Bill Belichick?
Like he's in his
He's up there,
late
bro.
70s.
He's
old.
up there, and now he's coaching at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, fam.
But I mean,
He didn't want
that's how you know he let
He
it
did
game.
not wanna
though.
do that.
But that's how you know he let it game. He don't want to do nothing but
But I
that,
told you,
yo.
he still had that out clause. That's how you know he really don't want to do it up until I think like either June or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
bro, he don't want that. Yo,
I didn't know that.
But he
So
wanted
he
to
looking
I
for
don't
an
know why
NFL team.
Belichick, if
Yeah.
Belichick really just decided to like put out like
What's the name just got back in?
a YouTube
Carroll.
channel or something like that. If
They around the
Belichick
same age.
put out a YouTube channel just breaking down
He do.
football film.
He
He does. Oh,
It's,
I
and it's
get it.
got like mad viewers. It's hard. Too.
Belichick
It's
is
really
tough,
good.
man.
'Cause I'm
He's
like,
doing, he's doing what he
he's a
needs to do
technician
outside of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He can make
has
money,
that.
money.
It'd be like them sitting there. He's like, at
That's
the,
where
at
you
the
heard
board.
that at, I think, or wherever that was
I forgot.
recorded.
Yeah.
It
I
was
didn't even know
something
he had
being
that.
recorded
Yeah,
on.
that
He
joint is good.
always
That joint
talking.
is good.
Belichick be outside.
Yeah. He be on Pat Mac.
Yeah, he be outside now.
He turning up, yo.
I love
cracking
it.
jokes and everything.
He
yo.
got that
Yeah.
monotone, deadpan voice, but he
He
funny.
be cooking people every now and then, yo. He loosen up a
Sarcastic.
little bit, yo.
Shout out to homie, man.
yeah.
He wasn't a homie when he was coaching. but
No, I hate it.
shout
man.
out to homie.
Absolutely
We
not.
respect him now that he's retired.
The cut off sleeves they used to.
In 12-degree
In
weather,
cold weather,
minus 12
yeah.
degree
Had me hot.
weather. That's when you know, yo. It's a psychological edge. Yo.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing, yo.
Nah,
Like,
him and Andy Reid.
if he coming out
crazy.
there with it was just a thermal and a cut off hoodie, yo, freezing.
I think the
And a
coaches. I
headband
think the coaches
sometimes.
want to feel the pain of like the players, because like yo, that one when Andy Reid and them went to the deep in the playoffs last year, his mustache was frozen
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
I
game.
think that was
I'm
against
like,
the Dolphins.
Like,
So
yo,
it was a little bit extra.
But
Like
you're,
That's just so
but
funny.
you're the
He was
coach.
feeling like-
you're the
And the
coach.
Dolphins-
Bro, I
Tyreek
would have had,
Hill,
the-
yeah.
I would've had the iciest goose down on with the crazy fur on.
I
and
want to
all
make
that. Like,
I want to
bro.
make Tyreek Hill
Yeah.
feel what
when he come out, he just
missing.
looking like nah.
I forgot about this.
Remember, yo,
I forgot how cold
my
it
boy
is
Tom
again.
Coughlin, yo, face looked like was about to
Yeah,
fall off
yo, it's
red
cold
in the
as I
frozen
don't know what they be
tundra, yo.
wildin'.
Green
I'd had a
Bay,
Pooh
all them
Shiesty and a
areas.
goose
Face
down
was
on.
That's why, like
red.
you said,
We
you
was
can't
scared.
dome everywhere.
Can't dome
Can't
everywhere,
dome
bro.
everywhere. Pause. That's crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah,
Definitely had to pause that.
Egregious.
Yeah, let's switch to the next topic and last on my end, yo. Lamar, man, I just seen because somebody was posting some highlights and he been responding to a few, but one of the first ones I saw, it was like the crazy zip pass when he was under duress against that. You might remember it. He was against the Browns in Baltimore. Remember he threw it like a kind of crossbody.
Oh,
without-
yeah.
Like just with just
like
a flick
that,
of the
bro.
wrist.
Didn't even see the
Yeah,
ball
likely-
go nowhere.
likely
I didn't
just-
even see it go anywhere. It was
Yes,
crazy.
perfect.
You remember
Like
that?
like
You
a
remember
magic
that? Do you remember
pass.
he dropped the dime, the
Yeah.
one joint, the little
Against Cincinnati in the
No,
all-purpose.
but I'm talking about
Never
that
forget.
one. But so anyway, he retweeted it. It said 2025. He was like 2025, 2006 loading. And I was like, oh man,
Let's
I
get
know
it.
what time it is, yo.
My boy gonna be
See, he
throwing
got me
dimes.
pumped up, yo.
Yeah.
He was
That
already
right,
throwing
that
dimes
little
last
tweet
year.
right there got me pumped up, yo. He's already locked because
Don't make
we
me
thought
cry.
he was gonna be locked in coming in last. We didn't know how locked in he was gonna be. Maybe he lost all the weight. Clearly, the film sessions were going crazy. The man only threw 3 picks, yo, and it was phony picks, yo. All
They be
3 of them was
hating on
phony,
him, yo. They still hate on the man.
Come
somehow,
on, yo. 41 touchdowns.
What had me hyped too?
You still got people saying, I don't think Lamar's your
I
guy.
don't
Like, yo,
either.
your favorite quarterback never only threw 3
I'm
touchdowns
focusing on
in
my
the whole
man
season.
locked in.
It had
And
me
40 plus touchdowns.
had me super hyped because I think Lamar interacted under the picture as well. I think the
Likely.
Ravens released it. No, this was Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers released some photos of him. I guess he was working out. My boy got the low cut now.
Oh yeah, I seen
He
him.
got a low
And
cut
look
now.
a
He
little
looking
swole.
yo. My boy, he
Look a
looking
little
this yo.
swole, like-
I need yoked Zay
Come
Flowers
on,
out
yo.
there, yo. I'm
I like
hyped.
Zay a lot, yo.
Zay cut the braids off now. He got just a regular cut. He looking like he about to get out there and do some damage, yo. I'm hyped
He
for
was
that.
doing damage before
I'm
he
hyped
got
for
hurt.
that,
He
yo.
was our guy, yo.
Right after the zip pass, look what Zay likely said right under it, yo. Everybody locked in.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other guy we got to lock in as well. Yeah. That's the next lock in right there.
Likely.
Yeah, so it's them boys is ready, man.
Let's get money, man. Like this, I don't want it to be the insanity era anymore. Yo, break the curse, yo.
Gonna get through, yo.
Step outside, bro. Punch these dudes in the
Oh,
mouth,
you the
yo.
interviews with
dog.
the Costa and Harbaugh, they like when it happens. It's not
Yeah.
if and
Change
all
the
of that.
verbiage.
It's when.
That, like that,
It's
we
when.
said it last week. Like, yo, I really like
Harbaugh said we could
that
line up.
Harbs and
Yeah, it was
DaCosta
really good.
got.
It was
I'm not
really good.
DaCosta, but Shotty got that
Bashotti.
relationship. But it's like, Bashotti was like, nah, we want to win.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Forget
care about
30
the next
years.
20, 30 years. I want to win now, yo.
Because
Like, now.
you see, when you get a generational quarterback, bro, it's not a guarantee you can get it excellent, you can get it really good, but a generational guy, that's why it's called generational for a reason, yo. That just don't come by every 5
Doesn't
seconds.
happen
yo.
like that.
You might be the owner for 50 years, yo, and you may never get a generational quarterback.
Yeah.
Fact.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
the Browns ain't never had one.
Yeah.
Never.
Imagine how Commanders fans
Ever.
felt this year, yo.
Ever. Think about that. ever. Not even close. Not even
long
not close.
laundry list
Bernie
of
Kosar was their
QBs.
best quarterback. And he's legendary in those parts, you feel me? But come on. I'm just keeping it real, yo.
how
It's
long
on to
ago
him,
was
yo.
that?
I
Yeah.
seen the jersey with the quarterbacks, all of the names listed.
Nasty.
It's mad rows of names.
Mad rows
it was
of
like
names.
16.
75,000
Damn.
quarterbacks.
Disgusting.
Mad rows of names. And I forgot some of those guys even played there.
Yeah, man.
Tim Couch and all them guys like that.
That was a rough
horrific
era.
Bums.
QBs.
That was
Bums.
a rough era for him.
The city of Cleveland, man.
Harbaugh said we could line up right now and play. The Ravens could. There's a lot of teams that can't. They got to still fill out rosters and draft. The Ravens, of course, they're going to strengthen some stuff, but they could play right now.
They saw it last
They
year.
could play right now.
Well, we was
yo.
ranked at throughout most of the league, and all of the
gotta-
categories was crazy.
Get it done, yeah.
You know,
That's
we just got to close it out.
This the year.
Let's get it done, man.
Yeah, man. Huddle up.